Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cable Conversations with Matt. Conversations you want to have around your table, whether that be your nightstand table, your bar table, your dining room table, your living room end table. Conversations that make you think and consider. Because that's what life is about. Learning so you can make informed choices, especially when it comes to your health. On today's topic, we're going to talk about the wonderful world of microbicides. And I know, it sounds like a big scary word, but trust me, if it wasn't cool, I wouldn't be talking about it. So let's start and tell you what on earth is a microbicide. Now, a microbicide would be a product, so something that you would use with your body to help prevent HIV, but in a different form than we used to think about it. Microbicides thus far have been designed mainly in gel form, but can also be in ring form or in strips and films, kind of like those Listerine strips you used to put on your tongue. Well, think about putting your Listerine sweetness somewhere else. All of these and more are designed to do one thing: to protect against sexual transmission of HIV. It's designed to do that one thing that we all want: give you an option. Now, the microbicide field, like many of our other prevention options, has seen its ups and downs. But in 2010, we had what was considered a breakthrough. A large-scale clinical trial, so a study involving people in South Africa, showed that a microbicide could prevent sexual transmission of HIV in women who used the gel 12 hours before they had sex and then 12 hours after. It showed that a 39% reduction in the risk of HIV transmission in this population, which was a huge thing at the time, as it was one of the paveways to what became a string of scientific proof of concepts. The microbicide people truly started this party for all of us. Now, one thing you should know about microbicides is even though they had a good positive trial result, unlike with PrEP, this product is not available on the streets. You cannot go out to your local store and say, hey, I want that special gel that I get to put in my vajayjay or my booty that's going to protect me from HIV. No, 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 children. You got to wait. It's also important to remember is that this first trial was done in women and only looking at vaginal exposures. So these women only squirted the gel in their vaginas. We don't know from this study how well it would work with the rectum. Now, there are some studies looking at you and your booty because we know that certain people, regardless of orientation, truly enjoy putting in the butt. And the field is there to help you. There are trials happening in the United States and in Africa, Southern Africa to be more precise, looking exactly at will people and can a rectal microbicide do the same thing that a vaginal microbicide did, which is prevent HIV. Now, like I said, this field has seen some of its ups and downs. Most recently, we saw the end of a large-scale trial in sub-Saharan Africa looking at will a vaginal product used daily protect against HIV. And we found that there wasn't enough data that came out of that trial to really tell us if that product was going to prevent HIV, which means we got to go back to the drawing board and figure out what might we do differently. Now, at the same time, there are several other trials in sub-Saharan Africa, mainly in South Africa and Southern Africa, looking at microbicides, both in gel form, like we saw that worked in the Caprisa trial, and in non-gel form, looking at a ring that women could insert and then remove once a month. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh my goodness. They want to do what? When? But think, we already do things like this with birth control. It's really about giving people options. And the microbicide field, more than any other, is all about finding different ways to give you that option that will help protect you and help you make informed health decisions. So we'll keep a close eye on these folks. But for some more information on microbicides, you can go to my good friends over at AVAC. That's avac.org. Or you can go to the Microbicide Trials Network, also known as the MTN. And finally, you can go to some great friends of mine, an organization called IRMA, International Rectal Microbicide Advocates. These girls put together some of the hottest, sexiest, funnest things you will ever see around teaching you about HIV prevention and getting the chance to have a microbicide as an option. I highly recommend checking them out and their rectal revolution, because let me tell you, people, it is all about what is going to work for you and what choices and decisions and options are going to be most conducive to your life and your sexual health needs. So that's all, folks. Take it in, enjoy, reflect, and think about it. Conversations with Matt. Conversations you want to have at your table.